For our last segment today, I am joined by my friend Sammy to talk about her wild spring break last week.
Hi, thank you for having me. I just felt like I needed to share my absolutely wild experience this spring break. But first, JT, how was your spring break?
Oh, Sammy, it was really wild, and I don't know if you want me to share it and outshine your spring break stories.
I promise, JT, it will not. Please just share. I need to get set up, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I went to Miami over spring break and got completely trashed every night. You're knitting? What is this?
Don't worry about it. I told you I just need to get set up.
I thought you were going to talk about your spring break. I mean, this kind of seems like it'd be boring. Why are you knitting?
I need some sort of balance in my life before I go on sharing about my crazy spring break. At least that's what my therapist tells me.
Oh.
And plus, I don't have any other time to knit this blanket for my precious godson, so I thought I'd just kill two birds with one stone.
Okay, well then, did you do anything crazy over spring break, or were you just knitting the whole time?
Okay, well, I guess I'll start sharing since I'm sensing a little attitude towards my relaxation activity. So, first off, I get to the resort day one, and I set myself up on a nice beach chair in a very secluded location, very serene. I curled up with my knitting gear and went to town. Then, I was ready for a break, and I read one of my favorites, Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Oh boy, what a day.
This is the person we get to come on and talk about their spring break.
Well, you didn't let me finish. After a nice dinner, I sat down for a nightcap at the bar, and I ripped like 12 whole shots, completely blackout, and wake up on the beach the next morning. It turns out I found a bachelor party the night before where I convinced them I was the stripper they hired and found dollar bills everywhere. Then at some point, I must have found a nice lounger on the beach and woke up the next morning.
Okay, that sounds pretty crazy. Maybe like a little unsafe, but I'm glad you made it back okay.
Well, that's not even the craziest part. The next day, I'm walking back to my room, and you'll never guess who I ran into.
Who?
Well, I don't know if you heard, but O.J. Simpson was at my resort. We ended up sharing the same elevator and got to talking. Let's just say one thing led to another. We got bottomless mimosas, and, you know.
No, I don't know.
Well, I don't want to kiss and tell, but I found out why they call him the juice that night.
There's no way that could be real.
No, I swear. You didn't hear it from me, but it definitely happened.
Oh my God, that officially crosses over to dangerous. You really did have one risky spring break.
Oh, just wait, there's more. So the last day, I'm at a rager on the beach, and me and one of my friends want to spice it up, if you know what I'm saying. So we decided to track down some nose candy.
Okay, Sammy, are you sure you should be talking about this? Because this is a UD-sponsored show, and I'm not sure they're gonna want to hear about this.
Yeah, maybe let's just say this was for my friend then.
Okay.
Okay. So as I was saying, my friend was finding a coke dealer, and it turns out they were part of the Mexican drug cartel, and needless to say, the resort was not so happy with us. And my friend, ended up in prison for a few hours until I got one of the guys I hooked up with on the trip to have his lawyers sweep it all under the rug. This was an easy one for them compared to some of the other.
Are you talking about Juice's lawyers?
I can't legally talk about it, but yeah, that was basically my whole trip. So I would say it was pretty wild, but I'm sure yours was definitely fun.
Yeah. Well, definitely nothing compared to yours. I think that's enough about talking for spring break about today. But thank you for joining us, Sammy. I appreciate it. Well, that is it for us today. We'll be back in 2 weeks for our babies taking over for the Underclassmen show. We will be here at the same time, same place. I've been JT Maher. This has been the Bi-Weekly Show. Good night, Newark. Time for shots.
Sling J! We start off with Barry at the first fraternity at the University of Delaware. Radioactive tea is being served at the lunch hall.
Subject clearly likes to stay hydrated.
I don't know. But tonight, we have no choice.
Happy, cause I'm happy, sing along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Fuck me, my tunnel loves a deep throat. Lick, 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 mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Put it so.
My phone.
We're like,
What happened?
Coming to the first lecture of, no, fuck that